Okay, here we are, Latina Christiana 2, lesson 20, and we are going to work on 2 pages worth of exercises. And we did a little bit in class. If I accidentally overlap some of the stuff we already corrected in class, then you can just fast forward through that part. I really want you to try them before you come to the video, or try one on the video and then pause and see what you can do on your own. The more you do on your own, the stronger your brain will be and the better that you will learn your Latin. But if you do it on your own without correcting it with me, then you could be practicing mistakes, and we don't want to practice mistakes. We want to practice correct things, although occasionally I make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but here we go. Sayings. I did not bother to write all the sayings out because that would have taken too much digital ink. Today Christ is born, and that is hodie Christus natus, very slow writing, natus est. So if we wonder at all about that word nativity being the birth of Christ, there is natus for being born. Nativity and natus work together. Okay, number 2. Carthage must be destroyed. We just had that. Delenda est Carthago. That's a recent one. Carthage must be destroyed. And number 3, let the buyer beware. Caveat. Oops. Spelled that wrong. Caveat emptor. Emptor is the buyer, and this is beware. Let the buyer beware. There's actually a part on my vacuum that they call the emptor. It's kind of odd. I told the vacuum salesman, hey, that's a Latin word. It means buyer. And sometimes I actually find money stuck in the emptor. If I vacuum up a coin, it gets stuck in my vacuum's emptor. So it really is a buyer. Very odd. Okay, number 4. In the year of our Lord. Anno Domini. There you go. My handwriting looks terrible this morning, but we got those 4 sayings down. How'd you do? Grammar number 1. I don't think we actually wrote it in. But third declension nouns that have an I in the genitive plural are called I stem. Those are I stem nouns. They're I stems. So that's all we needed to know. And we looked at those crazy I stems. Every word in this list this week is an I stem and has that ium instead of just an Execma, esium. Abus, sebus. That's just there to blow our minds. All right. So drill A. We're going to look at some prepositions and some nouns and how they fit over into our third declension. Cum means with, and kiwibus, with the citizens. Now, why is it kiwibus? I'll write it in there and I'll show you. To translate it, you don't have to know the whys, but kiwibus, that's ablative. An ablative is for no motion, like with, or motion away from. So kiwibus is just perfect, with the citizens. In niwe. Now, niwe is also an ablative. So this is an in plus an ablative. So there's no motion coming towards it, no accusing. So it's just in the snow. Niwe is on the singular side. So we're just in the snow. Kirkum. Now we know that this N is accusative. Nominative, genitive, dative, accusative. There's our accusative singular, accusative plural. So when we go kirka, around, we're accusing. around the orbum, around the world, or orb, and there's other definitions you can have. If you're going to fly around the world, you're going to fly circum orbem. Sine, arte, there's the A ending, there's ablative, motion away, or no motion at all. Sine means without, and that is without skill. There we go. Or without art, or without craft. I think we have multiple things for that. All right, number 4, dentes. There it is, the ascending. And remember, this is our accusative. So we're getting some motion to or toward this one. But when we translate it, we don't have to add anything to that. We don't have to add any, like, in, by, with, or from. We don't get anything like that. And up here, dentes can also be the plural form of it. So it's the accusative plural and the nominative plural. Nominative and accusative don't get any extra words, so it's teeth. And I said too many words for that, so they don't get extra words, and I just kept blabbing. Okay, sedes, same thing. Nominative and accusative plural, seats. But sedes has something else strange, and this is like the $1 million one. We chant it sedes, sedes. So this is sedes right here, sedes, sedes, sedi. And so it could just mean one seat, because the nominative singular is also sedes. I bet you maybe only one of you got that. Maybe one of you was hoping I would miss it so you could earn a bunch of bonus points by pointing out that I missed the hard one. Okay, avium. Ooh, there's the avium. It's actually an eum. So nominative, subject, genitive, possessive of the, always of the bird, and if you notice bird, avium is on plural, so it's of the birds. How'd that go? Owe right here. Nominative, genitive, dative, 2 or 4. 2 or 4. The. Very slow writing today. Sheep. And we know in Latin that that's 2 or 4, 1 sheep. The English word, we wouldn't know that, but in the Latin, we know we're just giving it to 1 sheep. We're not giving it to many sheep. Mente. There's our A. It's an ablative, motion away from or no motion at all. And the word is mens mentis. This is in, by, with, or from the mind. I'm writing in invisible ink there. I hope it comes out. In, by, with, or from the mind. Mentis. Mente, sorry. Mens, mentis. Mente. So these are all no motion or motion away from. Finem. Accusative. We don't have to do anything with accusative, but it's on the singular side. So finem is end. Just the end, that's it. Kiwium is over on the plural side. Nominative, genitive, possessive of. So kiwium is of the plural, kiwi, kiwis, so plural of the citizens. All right, awi. Bing, 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 bing. There it is. Nominative, genitive, dative. Indirect object, to or for. To or for the awis, the bird. Wow, we're writing really slow. I'm publishing the other video onto YouTube, so that's probably using all my computer's energy. Very tired today. All right, that is the sayings, grammar, and drill A. That's the first page. This might be a good spot to note how far you are, 1032, 1033, and then go work on drill B and the other page, and you come back even tomorrow or another day. So 1032, 1033 on the video, just write that down in your book and come back to it. But if you're ready to go on, because you've been working through it, we'll keep going on. Many birds. Oh, I think that we were working on this one in class. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if I should actually talk about them or not. All right, since we corrected drill B, the majority of drill B in class, on my very sloppy board here, I have put the answers for 1 through 6, and then I will let you correct it if something happened and you made a mistake and you zoned out in class. And then in just a few minutes, you could pause it here if you need to correct. Otherwise, we're just going to clear the board, finish off 7 and 8, and move into exercise A and exercise B. Okay? So if you need time to correct these, you will have to hit pause. Otherwise, we're moving on. Okay, so the last two for drill B, odd phoneme. Odd is motion to or toward. The M needs to have that accusative. The odd needs an accusative. We needed an accusative ending on the word end, because odd is accusing the end, toward the end. And the great minds, well, first of all, we need to know minds is feminine. Feminine plural for are great, magni. And mentes is just the ace over here, which is the plural for minds, magni mentes. Now let's look at what I think is the easiest exercise, exercise A, and then right across from it is maybe the hardest exercise, exercise B. But I know there's a couple kids who really, really like this one a lot, so we'll see how we do. All right, kiwis in Niue. I like to mark my prepositional phrases and move them out of the equation. Cadunt. All right, so kiwis is plural nominative, the citizens. And I know it because there's the s. Execme essium abuses, abuse. It could be an accusative, but we don't have any subject noun happening here, so we just know that this is going to be the nominative plural, the citizens. What are they doing? Cadunt, they are falling. The citizens fall, or are falling, or do fall, in Niue. In Niue, that A is ablative. That's not accusative in, so it's not into the Niue, it's just in the Niue. The citizens fall in the nix, in the snow. It's a new word. We have nix niwis, which is in Niue. All right, aves. Once again, the plural, the birds. Okay, sorry, a little blip there. I appear to be another popular person here. The birds, non habent. Here is our, over here is our transitive verb. Here's our nodding on. And this is our direct object, dentes. The birds, habent, have, but not known, don't have. Dentes, don't have teeth. And that es is the accusative es. All right, pastores. Dukebant, the OS. There we go. SNVTDO. Pastores, the shepherds. Bant, there's the A, the was or the were. So the shepherds were, ducere, were leading the OS, the sheep. That one should have been pretty easy. I bet you could get that one. Quid oratores dicunt? We have a question. Remember that those quid words. This quid is what? What dicunt? This is kind of weird. Oratores dicunt. Okay, so what are, in Latin it's really, what are saying the orators? The orators are doing the saying here, but we've got to put it into a, kind of an English question form. So what the orators, excuse me, what the orators are saying? Well, what are the orators or speakers saying? So the Romans are kind of saying what the orators they say. Ooh, look at that. That's funny. Okay, poetae cum arte. Let's take our prepositional phrase and pull it out. Canunt. Poets canunt, sing, cum arte. And if we think about which version, which translation of arte would work the best, we'll say with skill. Poets sing with skill. You could say poets sing with art, but it might get a little more confusing. It might be easier to say the poets sing with skill. All right, now we're going to move over to exercise B. If you haven't had a chance to work on it, pause the video on 1745 and come back. The shepherds were defending the sheep. So we've got to think about our vocabulary and our endings up here. It's going to take a little bit of a brain work. Honestly, do not do all your Latin in one day. It won't give you a daily workout. It won't add brain matter. It'll just kind of detract from it. So if you are doing this on the same day as you did everything else, then I really do want you to stop. So shepherd is pastor, pastoris, and we're going to do the plural, so we have to put that ace ending on. Pastores. There we go. Now they were defending. So we need that was or were, bam baspat, bam muspati spant, and since it's a plural, we're going to put a bant on the end of our verb. And let's put the defending, defendo, defendere, defende. Defendebant. Oh, I didn't leave very much room. I love the Roman order. So subject, noun, verb at the end. Let's put our do right into here, but I have to insert it because apparently I wasn't thinking I put sheep here. They're going to defend the sheep. Sheep, it has to be an accusative, plural. So it's going to be in an S. Oes. Pastores, oes defendebant. How'd you do? All right, the citizens. So we've got our Kiwis, and we've got to turn our Kiwis into plural, so it's Kiwes, because there's our S, nominative plural. Kiwes. We're always looking at birds. So this is our verb phrase. We're, oops, there's the always in there, there's an adverb. we're looking at, excuse the always, is all going to go into one word. We'll put that all at the end. That'll be our verb. Were. So that's a bamba spot. Bamu spati spont, and it's plural, so it's going to be a bont. Specto, spectare, specta. Bont is our verb. Always. We know always faithful, semper fideles, so we're going to put a semper in here. Cives semper spectabant. And now they're accusing the birds. It's the birds that are always getting looked at. So let's go up here to accusative plural, and it's es. So always. Cives, always, semper spectabant. All right, number 3. Snow, nix nivis. So we get to put nix. Is falling, does fall, or falls. Oh, do you remember the following word? Cado, cadere. Cado, cadis, cadit. Cadit. It's going to go way down here at the end of our sentence. Now, we're going to say, down from the sky. So we've got the snow is falling, nix cadit, down from the sky. That's a prepositional phrase. And our from or down from, we're going to do day. And that's showing motion away. So we're going to do in the ablative ending, the sky. And here it is. Oh wait, the sky isn't. Kylum, kylie, e, o, o. We have not a third declension here. We have a different one. So, de kylo. That might have put you in a little crazy world. If by chance you put de kyle, you accidentally stuck kylum kylie into the third declension, which it is a second declension noun. And that would be a very, very honest and smart mistake. All right, exercise B has a little bit more. It has one more, so I'm going to clear my board. Maybe I'll even clear it while you're watching. Clear my board. There we go. Yes. And we're going to look over at number 4 from exercise B4. The boy has a bad tooth. These are funny sentences. Before I go along, do you see this little bit of yellow sticking down here? Just in case you're wondering what that is. They stick advertisements on here, and my recording, I move them away. So I'll show you if I can. Ooh, there's an advertisement, but we're keeping them out of the videos. So there's your bonus word for the week. Ads is your bonus. The boy has a tooth. All right, so our boy word, do you remember what the boy word is? Change colors here. Our boy word is puer. And he has habeo, habere, habet, habeo, habes, habet. That's the boy has. He has a tooth. Oh, we need our X, E, C, M, A, S, ium, ibus, S, ibus. Tooth, dens, dentis, and whoa, not that one. We need accusative. So that's going to be a dentum. So he has a tooth. Now we need to know what gender is tooth. So you look back, dens, dentis. The tooth is a masculine noun. And so malus, mala, malam we're going to have to match with the masculine too. And so this is in accusative form. And we need to do malus in accusative form. Us, I, o, o. So it's going to be malum dentem. There's that M, accusative. Puer malum dentem habet. Oh, those are the hardest ones. So now we just have some derivatives here at the bottom. So aviation is the word that we talk about having to do with planes, because planes fly and so do birds. Comes from avis, birds. Artistic, if you're artistic, you are skillful at art. Dental, anything having to do with fixing your teeth or working on your teeth or your teeth, period. Civil, having to do with citizens. So we have civil law. And civilized is another derivative that would go with that. And mental. Mental is having to do with your mind. So if you're doing some mental weightlifting in your Latin class, you are building some muscles in your brain, in your mind, which is what you did today. So make sure that both of your pages are completely completed, that you have your book in order to be eligible for the quiz. And you need to make sure that you know your vocabulary, your Latin saying, and also that you can write out the I stem noun chant, the XECMAS, ibus, ibus. And I hope you spread this out over a couple days, because I really do want you building these amazing Latin muscles so that you won't want to quit Latin when you head to middle school, or maybe even pick it back up when you're in high school or even in college, like an old person like I did. All right, great day. See you later.